Salut tout le monde, c'est Alain de Québec Métal. Et aujourd'hui, on se retrouve sur une terrasse à la Sala Rosa à Montréal, sur la rue Saint-Laurent. Et avec moi, j'ai un invité de marque. J'ai Kyle Gunther du groupe Battlecross qui va représenter le groupe aujourd'hui. Hi Kyle.
How's it going?
Fine, you?
Yeah, good. Beautiful day.
Oh yeah. First, we will begin because it's the first time we have the chance to talk and interview each other. So, can you describe a little bit who is Battlecross?
Battlecross is thrash metal and melodic death metal put together, and we jam that. So that's our get. We're from Detroit, Michigan. We're on Metal Blade Records. We are about to release our third record off of Metal Blade Records called Rise to Power.
Yeah, it will be released in August 21st, I think.
Yep, August 21st. Get your hands on it, please.
First of all, I've seen the band exist since 2004, 2003, but the first album have been released. I've seen Push Pull Destroy, but when we look Pursuit of Honor in 2011, it's almost the same album.
It is.
Okay, so why it took so long before to see a first album from Battlecross?
Well, they were trying to figure out what they were going to do, if they were going to get signed, and they were sitting on it for a little while, so they just figured go ahead and release it. And 6 months later, we got a call from Metal Blade saying that they were interested in getting us on their label. So we sent them the new tracks with me on it, and they were like, yeah, that's good enough. So I mean, it was just they self-released it, maybe sold like 200 copies, nothing big. So they were just like, yeah, just put Gumby on it, and we changed one song. I wrote one song on that one, and then we just went from there.
And since that time, no break. You released an album in 2011, 2013, and now 2015, and you're always touring also.
Yeah.
So where you get time to make new songs?
Oh, we literally didn't. We wrote it in like we wrote this one in like 4 broke up months where we had to tour and write, and it's just insane. We never get any time. Like this last January, February, March, and April, and May. No, in May. That was the longest time we've ever had off since we've gotten signed. We've been touring, and that was the first time we actually got time off. So I enjoyed it. My back kind of forgot how to tour, so I blew it out the first 3 days on this tour, so that was nice. But no, we just keep going. We're just relentless at touring. We just go. I mean, we know it's hard to make it today. Like, you can't not tour and do something. I mean, yeah, they're the bands that somehow just flash in the pan. They're oh my god, but they're gone in 5 years. We don't want to be gone in 5 years. We're making the slow metal rise.
But for people who doesn't seen you in live, you're a very energetic band. You're not giving your 100%. It's a 300%.
Yeah.
It's crazy, like you are on stage. So how you can night after night being like that?
It's just the hard work. I mean, that's the energy we have. That's the energy that we try to convey, and we want to be the baddest. On stage, be like, whoa, those guys just had it. They were going on, and the headbanging, and no one quit. That's pretty much our hard working model. Where we say we're the blue collar thrash. So I mean, blue collar workers don't know when to quit. 15-hour days, not long enough.
For me, I've seen you many times live in Montreal, Quebec City, with Crimson Shadows, or the Fofone Electric, but for me, your style is thrash mixing with European melodic death metal.
Yeah.
But I've seen in your Facebook page classic American heavy metal.
Yeah.
What's the meaning of it?
Slayer, Metallica, Testament, Anthrax, classic American metal. That's how I guess that would be the one, and maybe some Lamb of God in there too. But yeah, we're just we know that we sound like Slayer, and we sound like Metallica, and we sound like Megadeth, and we sound like Testament. And we understand we sound like these bands. We're not trying to hide it. We're not like, we do something completely different and cool that no one else does. No, we play the music that we listen to, that we love, and that's where we're at. That's what I would say, American classic.
Oh, groove. The album War of Will, it's your latest album because the new one is not released yet.
Yep.
So it was a kick-ass album. 2 years after, how you see this album?
I really the Rise to Power or the
No, the War of Will.
I think we had some really good songs on it. We've always gotten real good responses off of songs like the Flesh and Bone and My Vaccine and Beast. Like we thought Beast was just gonna be at the end of the album, and we didn't know that. I knew it was gonna be badass, but everyone was like, I don't know about that song, but live that song crushes. So I hope to be playing songs off this album in 15 years. Hopefully.
I hope so, because you're a great band.
Yeah.
Your sound.
There might be a little less of this, but hey, hopefully we'll get it done.
So now we will talk about the newest album. First of all, I didn't receive yet the promo, so I will only talk about the song I hear, Not Your Slave.
Yeah.
How's the way will go the album? Is it the following of War of Will, or you go far than that?
I think we've traveled around the world on this one. We've hit 15 countries, played with some amazing bands. We even opened for Black Sabbath in Hungary, so that was pretty cool. But I think we're really more seasoned. It's the next step. It's we've got this in a repertoire, and we are just trying to not slow down and still stay competitive with the genre that we're in. And I think every song on the album sounds different. There's not one song like, oh, that sounds a little bit like the other one. Everyone sounds different. And it's there's a lot of different styles. And, you can get the heavier ones, you can get the more melodic ones, and it's just a progression of War of Will. I mean, it's same band, different drummer. But we finally got to Alex. He's in the band now, so he's not going nowhere. And so you'll hear this sound, style of drumming from the rest of Battlecross.
But in studio, you have a great producer as Jason Sukoff.
Yeah.
So I think it's helped to have a
totally.
powerful sound and
Jason Sukoff and Mark did an awesome job at putting the final touches on this thing, because again, we were extremely behind the ball on this one. We were trying to meet a deadline. We were really hoping to get Mayhem Fest. Like we were like, if we have that album ready, we can get on Mayhem Fest, and we didn't get on Mayhem Fest.
does he tell you it's better to do something like that, or?
The reason why you go to and pay that much money to go to those places is because you want their input, because they've put out some killer albums, and you want to take their lead on it. They're like, well, I like what you're doing here, but kind of check out what's going on over here. And there were some songs I'm glad I didn't write or I didn't get the lyrics done, because I was like, that's not the same.
So the title is Rise to Power. What the meaning of a rise to power for Battlecross?
I think that's what it is. We're really hoping that this is the album that can solidify Battlecross. Just make this album the one that sticks. We're talk about a lot of self-empowering things in the album. We don't really talk about fantasy and fiction and shit like that. We're a pretty much everyday band. So, kind of like to get people to have a better day and rise to their own power. That's what we're trying to get to. I mean, a lot of the songs deal with just getting over your shitty day. That's pretty much what it is. I got a song on there that I wrote that's coming up. We're just recording the music video for it tonight. Actually, we're doing a couple parts of it, and it's being touring a lot. I have a 4-year-old son now, and it's hard to be away from him. And I've missed half his life. But it's kind of I wrote a song. I felt like I needed to write it, and they were like, "Well, this is gonna be a single." I didn't think they were gonna make it a single, so I was like, "All right." I thought that was gonna be at the end of the album, but it's a single, so I'll take it.
So, you think you're gonna play many songs live from this album, or you're gonna make a great mix of all your three albums?
Try to make the best mix. We're playing 2 tonight, and then when the album comes out, we'll probably play 3. So, and depending on where we're going, the next tour we got us, Butcher Babies, and War. So we'll probably get a 35-minute set. So we'll probably play like 2, 2, or 3, or some kind of version of that. We'll probably have 35 minutes, but we'll play as much off the new album as we can, because that's what we're trying to push. And just play like how we Push, Pull, Destroy off of the first album, and I don't know what else.
The question is, the Push, Pull, Destroy and Pursuit of Honor is all the same album.
Yeah.
Why have released 2 albums with the same thing?
Well, because they did their self-release. Like the Push, Pull, Destroy is a self-release, and they only had it out for a couple months before Metal Blade was like, "Hey, let's get you guys signed," and they were happy with just me, changing the singer and putting me on it on the new Push, Pull, or Pursuit of Honor. So we just did it. That they were acceptable with it, and it saved us a lot of money and time. Because if we would have had to go record a new album, we wouldn't have been able to go on the Five Finger Death Punch tour. So it would have slowed a lot of shit down. So they were just like, get out, get moving.
On Rise to Power, you got a great cover art. It have been made by Hungarian artist Peter Salai, I think. Is it the same who have made all of your other? No.
Nope. Yeah, I think I think we just used him. I can't remember who we used for War of Will, but I know Josh Schroeder, the guy that recorded Pursuit of Honor, did Pursuit of Honor's artwork. But I can't remember who we did War of Will. But no, he was really good. He took all of our critiques the way we wanted him to, and so it looks badass.
But how you find it? Because he's from Hungary.
That's my manager's problem.
Okay.
That's my manager's problem, not mine.
So you gave him your ID, and he.
Well, yeah, our manager, he submitted some things just so we could see what style he goes with, and then we started working from there. So she just compiles the stuff. It's like, well, we'll go with this guy, or this guy's in budget, this guy's in budget, and this guy's in budget. Which one would you like better? I vote on whichever one I want. And we vote on everything in Battlecross. It's a total democracy. If you get 3/5 vote, you won. So sometimes some people will be like, why did we make that thing? Oh, we got 3. And I'm like, oh, okay.
So the album is released on August 21st. What do you expect for the reaction of the crowd, of your fans?
I hope it's just a bigger War of Will. I think everyone should, we're not changing styles, we're not changing anything. It's not like you're going to hear a huge difference from War of Will to Rise of Power. It's all thrash, it's all melodic death mixed together, and I think and just Jason and Mark did a great job at making it sound just full. It jams. I get caught jamming it. Like, what am I listening to today? Me. My kid kind of is. I'm like, you want to listen to Dad? It was the coolest thing ever. I was like, hey bud, what do you want to listen to? He's like, I want to listen to you. Like, you want to listen to my band? He's like, yeah, Dad, I want to listen to your band. I was like, oh, all right, we can do that, son. We can do that, all right. It's like a proud dad moment when your kid's like, you're cool, I want to listen to you. Yes.
So, in province of Quebec, you are a great based fans of Battlecross.
Yeah.
So, if you have something to say to your province of Quebec or Montreal or Quebec City or all over French dude in Quebec about the new release, what you have to do? You want to say to them?
Please listen to our music, and if you think we suck, don't say anything, please. I love poutine. I love Canada. You guys are great. You always treat us nice. I can't wait to come to Heavy MTL. It's one of the best festivals in the world, in my perspective, because I've done a lot of tours or festivals in the world. So, thanks for being awesome.
That's great. So it's almost done for us. So I thank you for that. So don't I will tell them in French now.
Oh, okay.
So n'oubliez pas que l'album Rise to Power va voir le jour le 21 août prochain. Ça sort sur Metal Blade Record. Et Battlecross tourne présentement avec Crowbar, mais ils vont faire une autre tournée aussi avec Guar. So with Guar, you will come in Montreal again?
No, I think it's just the States, because it's only a 3-week run.
OK. Fait avec Guar, on ne les verra pas à Montréal, mais quand même, l'album Rise to Power sort, comme je vous ai dit, le 21 août. Fait que gardez un œil là-dessus. Jusqu'à date, la chanson qui est Not Your Slave est vraiment excellente. Ça vous donne une idée un petit peu. Et vous avez aussi l'album War of Will, qui était un album vraiment excellent, qui vous donne justement l'étendue du talent de Battlecross. Fait que j'avais avec moi aujourd'hui en entrevue Kyle Gunther. So, thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So, see you next time.
See you next time. Yeah.